Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel and welcome to my favorites and fails for the month of October. It's actually October 31st right now. I know when you guys are seeing this, it's November 1st, but it's Halloween right now and this might freak some of you guys out, so skip forward if you get freaked out a little easily. But there is a spider right here on my ring light and he's been here the entire time I've been doing my makeup. Now you guys are probably thinking, oh my god Mel, there's a spider on your ring light, get it off. I live in Tennessee. There's only 2 different spiders in my region that can cause any damage, and that is the brown recluse. Mama runs. I can't even run. I don't know how to run. My knees don't allow it, but Mama runs if there is a brown recluse. And then the black widow, which it is neither one of those. It's just like this little black spider. And he's cute. It's Halloween. Happy Halloween. Belated now, but nonetheless, happy Halloween. And my friend right here, he's gonna get to stay because it is Halloween. I just wanted to share that with you because I just think it's interesting that the entire time I've been doing my makeup, which has been a little while because I did this eye look, she's been here just kind of chilling. Anywho, I am going to ramble if I do not go ahead and get into these favorites and fails. So let me start off with my favorites. And the first thing I want to talk about is the foundation that I have on my face right now. This is the SURRAT Dew Drop Foundation. You guys have probably heard me talk about this several times. I know, but I really enjoy this. The very first time I put this on, you can even ask Kelsey. I talked to her and I was kind of like, oh, okay, you know, it's nice. It's nothing fantastic. It's nice. But I've been grabbing for it and grabbing for it and grabbing for it, and I really like it, especially with the temperature change. My skin is combo, so I can get a little dry around my mouth. I'm like always oily on my pores. No matter what, I'm always oily on my pores. But I can get a little bit dry around my mouth, sometimes on my nose, sometimes in the outskirts of just my face in general. It just depends. Combo skin, it's like a different thing every single day. You wake up and you decide what skincare you're going to use and what foundation. If you're combo, you know what I mean. But this foundation, no matter what, has been good. So I started using this while it was still warm outside, and I had 0 issues with it other than just like a little bit of shine that I would get on my chin and my pores that I would just tap off with a tissue or something. No big deal. This foundation is so lightweight. It's hydrating without it being, like the name suggests to me that it's going to slip off my face, especially being combo, but it doesn't. And I love the way that it looks. It's just so skin-like. It's one of my favorite skin-like foundations that I have. Again, because of the temperature changes, I have changed powders and whatnot. I have actually switched a few things out in my drawer, and this is one of the things that I have been loving. Kogan Doe sent this to me, I want to say in September, and I am nearly out of this. I have some still at the top. This is the Shear Moist Powder. This looks just like the packaging of the Lucent, but this is the Shear Moist. It seems like it would have like that hydrating feel, kind of like the BECCA one, but it doesn't. It has a very lightweight texture to it. This is translucent and very finely milled. It has this subtle radiance to it. I have this on in combination with that foundation. I just feel like I have a skin-like glow, not a texture glow, not a glittery glow, just a skin-like hydrated glow. And I didn't use any facial sprays today at all. So this is all just the foundation and the powders and obviously highlight that I have on my skin. I have talked about this one as well. You pretty much have seen both of these in my description box here recently. I have to rave about this again. It's from By Terry. This is the Tinted Hyaluronic Hydra Powder. And the one that I use for my face is the number 200. I've been going back and forth with these. If you want something that's just a little bit more radiant, I would go with the By Terry. If you want something that's going to be a little bit more velvety radiant, this is going to be it. But they both work amazingly well on dry skin, combo skin, and neither one of these calls me to be more oily. Okay, and because we're talking about powders, this brush. Oh, I wish I had gotten this so much sooner. I saw Michelle Wong use this when it first came out, and I was interested in it then, but I am in love with it now, and I got this from Beautylish. They actually sent this one over to me, and it is the Sonia G Face One. I don't have anything else like this in my collection. This is a natural hair, very very soft. But it is natural hair, it's flat as you can see, and it's rounded. The shape of this is so amazing. What I love using this for is my favorite thing to do during my makeup application, which is buffing. I used the Hourglass powder today and I just buffed it. Look at this. It does so well. And if you are somebody who likes to like go down the side of your face like so to kind of create some cheekbones, this will apply it perfectly. I love this thing. I really love Sonia G brushes in general, and this just isn't an exception. I'm so glad that I added this to my collection. So lovely. But if you're somebody who loves to buff, definitely check that one out, especially if some other ones have been just a little bit too large. You'll really enjoy that. I have no idea how I missed these during my my last favorites video. I was looking back like, why didn't I talk about these? I might have just been running around that day. I don't know, but these are definitely a favorite. Now, these are the Blitz Astral palettes from Pat McGrath. These two, let me get these out of the packaging so it's easier for me to talk about. The first two that I'm going to talk about, the blue one, which is Nocturnal Nirvana. This is the colorful one. I absolutely love this. I think it is beautiful. And this color right here has this amazing shift. It's stunning. It's such a great palette for somebody who wants some special shades from Pat McGrath, but also wants some color. They don't necessarily want something that's going to be more on the natural side like this next, well, both of the next two palettes actually. This is the Iconic Illumination in the red packaging, a perfect fall palette if you ask me, and I really enjoy this shade right here. I feel like I can get something else that looks similar to this one, but this shade right here it just has a slight peachiness to it, and I don't think I can ever get it on camera, but it's a peachy gold bronze, and I just love that shade. But for this month, I just want to speak about these because I let them out last month. This is the one I think everybody was waiting for. When I posted about those two, everyone was like, are you going to get the other one? I was like, yeah, definitely, but it hadn't come out yet, so I didn't want to speak about it. And then, you know, your videos get flagged or whatever. So this is the Ritualistic Rose. This is the newest one, and I've been using this one the most. I remember mentioning that I didn't know if the colorful one, Nocturnal Nirvana, or this one was my favorite. I tied them. I still feel like I can't say it, but I use this one more. I like that one because of the colorful tones and like it's just special, but this is special and very wearable. So if somebody's looking for something that is special but not going to be in your face, it's just beautiful. These colors are stunning and I just love them so much. Those are my go-to daily type of colors. Neutrals and neutral pinks, I just love them. All right, Huda Beauty just came out with 3 mini nude obsession palettes. There's a light, medium, and I think it's dark or deep, I don't remember. But this one is my favorite out of the 3, and I think that she upped the bar when it comes to the quality of the shadows in these palettes, especially the medium and the darker one. The light one, you're gonna have to put a little bit more work into. This one right here, can we talk about this? When I just said pinky undertones. This is so beautiful. When I want something that is a little bit darker, a little bit more like ba-ba boom and smoky, this is so pretty. If you guys have not checked out that video, I did 3 different looks, one with each different palette, and yes, the medium one, if I was just going to pick one, is my favorite out of all 3. I'm gonna skip around a little bit because we've had a lot of palettes come out, so there's a lot of palettes that are in my favorites. I want to talk about highlighters now. NABLA, you did the thing with these. I received all 6. I have 4 in my hands. I am wearing one right now. Let me see. Which one is it? It's not that one. It's not that one. Like, which one are you? Okay, this is the one that I have on my face right now. This is AMNESIA. And of course, you can definitely make these extremely intense, but this is the color that I have on right now. They knocked it out of the park with the formula of these. They are so skin-like and glass-like. I can't get over them. I'm going to show you these 4 colors really quickly, but you can see all 6 in my video. This one is Privilege right here. Has a slight, like a champagne with a slight pink undertone to it, just slight. And then this is Ozone, which is the lightest one in the bunch right there. You can see it. This is more of a blush topper. You can see in my video, I placed it back here. Oh, it's so good. This is Truth. And these are actually called the Skin Glazing Glass Skin Finish Glow Powders. I'm calling them highlights. I'm just so used to it. And then the one that I have on right now, Amnesia. Let's see. This one's a little bit darker and more golden. My skin, I am about an NC 30 right now, just for reference. These are stunning. Really quickly, I have a favorite fail type of situation right now. In this video, if you go and watch, you will notice that I had a little bit of texture on my skin, and I was very irritated by this texture. And it was caused by something that I love. This, unfortunately, made me break out, and is my fault, because I should have known better. It is the Charlotte Tilbury Instant Look in a Palette Gorgeous Glowing Beauty, the newest one. I love this palette. So it is in my favorites because not everybody breaks out or gets texture from cornstarch Z-Maze in products. I told you guys that there was I knew that there was a reason why I wasn't going to purchase this, even though it looked like one of the most beautiful ones that she has done. There's been, I think this is the 3rd one now. I love this. I love it so much. So I can definitely use this on my eyes with no problem. However, there's cornstarch Z-Maze in this palette, and that was the reason why I wasn't going to purchase it, because I have to use these sparingly. Well, I forgot about that. Completely forgot about that. And I still have a few like little residual things because I was going in with the bronzer, which I love because it has this light pinkish undertone to it that is so flattering on my skin. And then going into the winter months, this bronzer is so beautiful. And then the highlight, I used this on my cheekbones, I used it on my forehead, and then I used the blush. I was using this back to back, and I've talked about it several times. If I use a product, I pretty much don't like to use a powder to set my face if it has cornstarch in it, because it's almost instant that I am going to wake up with little whiteheads or texture. I forgot about it. Again, this is a favorite because it is such an amazing palette. Just want to say that I'm in a love-hate relationship with this because it is so pretty. It is so complimentary on my skin tone. However, again, if you go and you look at the video where I did the NABLA skin glazing things, really close up, I had so many little bumps all right here. I had little breakouts, and the texture came from this palette, unfortunately. So yeah, when I use this, it's mainly going to be on my eyes or a random time. If I use a bronzer or anything like that that has cornstarch in it, if I do it one day, I don't usually have too much of a problem. It's the back to back to back that ends up getting me in trouble. There is a happy ending to this story. I am so sorry for even just saying that. There is moving along. I can't. Oh my gosh. All right. The Magic Star highlighter. What I'm trying to say is that even though that one has scored, I'm so tongue-tied. Even though that palette contains cornstarch and I have to go easy with it and I can't use it all the time, I can use the other product that she launched all the time because there's no cornstarch in it, and this is a beautiful highlighter. I am beyond words. I can't get over this. This is so pretty, and it is intense, you guys, and it is smooth, and it's going to work for a wide variety of skin tones. If you are fair, this is not going to work for you, but from light to medium deep, this is it, and it is gorgeous. I showed you guys in my Get Ready With Me. I thought this was going to be close to the Anastasia Beverly Hills or maybe something else just off the top of my head, and it's not. It just has a slight difference. It's a different type of gold, and it's beautiful, and it goes on the skin so beautifully. And in case you didn't see the video, it's also not like the one that's in the bar of gold. Okay, moving along, I'm gonna go back into favorite palettes. Carly Bible. Yes, ma'am, you did it. This is beautiful. This is in my top drawer, along with another palette that I'm about to talk about. I have used this a lot this month. You guys saw several different looks with this, and then I did another look, and you guys were like, can I see that one as well? I would love to do a bunch more eye tutorials for you guys, but I'm always testing out new eyeshadows, it seems like, lately. So it's hard for me to get out more videos using the same thing, and I'm trying to get back on my shop my stash videos, but again, YouTuber and trying to get all of these videos out has been really, really hard. This palette is stunning though, and it really plays into my cool tone and warm tone mixture love. I just love mixing them. I just think it's something that just really complements, especially when you do it right. I love it. I really like this shade right here called Bowie. It, on me, just has this slight greenish undertone. I love that little tweak of the charcoal brown. This is really intense on me. I love these three right here. And then this Bible, that color has this mauvey brown. It's beautiful. I think she created such a beautiful palette with this. And again, in my top drawer. Along with that palette that's in my top drawer, I also have this one. I've worn this, I think, 2 or 3 times on camera. I almost didn't get this because I thought it looked so similar to the Cocoa, there's a little hair, the Cocoa Mirage from Tom Ford, which is one of my all-time favorite neutral natural eyeshadow palettes. And when I did my Beautylish recommendation video, I decided to put this on my wish list, and Beautylish sent it over. I'm so glad that they did. And I'm going to show you guys the comparisons. This is the SURRAT Beauty, just like the foundation. This is the SURRAT Beauty Beyond Beige Petite Palette. And even looking at this, like when I'm looking at it on my viewfinder, I feel like it looks like Cocoa Mirage. And I've gotten a lot of people asking me about that as well. None of these shades are actually matte. These two down here, they almost feel, it's like a creamy but not wet type of texture. They blend out effortlessly, beautifully, smoothly, and very skin-like. The texture of these make it worth the money, in my personal opinion. And then these two up top, this one has a slight little, if you can kind of see, slight little glitter in there. Nothing that is going to make your eyes look crepey or anything like that. This is going to be flattering on everybody. So if you're looking for something that has a sheen to it, that is not going to accentuate any lines, fine lines, or anything like that on your eyes, this is the palette for you. And then the last color right here, the highlight shade, oh, I live for it. But I went ahead and grabbed the Cocoa Mirage palette so I could put them side by side for you guys. Watch, it's gonna look identical on camera. I will be a good girl and swatch these, but the biggest difference is not only are the shades different, this one pretty much is all matte. This last shade right here does have a slight little sparkle to it, but nothing that actually looks like a sparkle on the eye. This is 100% sheen. It has a sheen across the board, but not anything that's going to accentuate or make anything look bad. So those are the palettes side by side for you. This is an absolute hit, and again, top drawer. My top drawer is getting a little full, I'm not gonna lie. My Metropolis palette is like, can you move over, please? More palettes, I'm so sorry. And they're also from Tom Ford. Like, I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry, because you guys need to know about these things. These are 2 of the newest palettes, the Soleil collection. I can't pronounce these. I'm going to leave them down below. The first one, this makes my heart flutter. It makes my heart flutter. This mint right here is the mint green that I do not have in my collection. This shade in of itself for me just makes the entire palette worth it, but the entire palette is beautiful. I love this type of pairing. Let me go ahead and swatch the other shades, and you're not going to be able to see it on my swatches. But the first color in, oh, I think it's the next one. This one right here, the number 3. This shade, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. It has like these tiny little glitters. It's like a wet dry formula hybrid with the topper formula. So if you're familiar with the Tom Ford quads that have like that topper glitter, it is like a mixture of the two. And I didn't even realize until I think the second time that I used this, I said, wait a minute. I was looking at it. It is so pretty. So if you want something without that mint green, maybe the mint green is a little bit too much for you, beautiful. This peach, I love peachy tones. I love them. Look at it. And you pair this with the Dior highlighter. If you got it, the Peach Delight is a stunning, gorgeous, like goddess type of look. Okay, you're probably like, yeah, Mel, you actually use all these pots. I do. I promise you I do. And there's several times that I have to do my makeup more than once a day. I know. I do makeup a lot. Now, I know you guys are not actually thinking that you were going to get through a video or I didn't talk about my collaboration with Christian AUDETTE. First off, again, a huge thank you to everybody who has supported me and this collaboration and who has continued to support. I just can't thank you guys enough. This has been such an amazing experience for me and I'm so grateful. I can't tell you guys, I know you keep hearing me say it, but I can't tell you guys enough. I cannot put into words just how grateful I am. I'm getting goosebumps thinking about this. But I'm going to swatch these, like seriously, I'm getting goosebumps. Okay, if you haven't seen the collection video, it is linked down below so you can see all the different lip swatches, all the different ways that I put it together and the reasons behind the names. But I'm just going to show you the swatches really quickly. This one is Puffin. This is what I have on my lips right now. And this is a suede matte formula. Nothing that is going to dry out your lips. It has a really nice sheen to it, but not too much. Whereas this one is the cream formula, Beauty. My favorite nude right here. That's Beauty. And then I have 2 different liners. The first one is Smooches, if you've heard that before. Kelsey Brianna Bay. And then I have Kitten. That's this one right here. There you go. So there's all the swatches. If you have not seen the video, please check that out. And I have some great news for you guys in case you haven't seen it on my Instagram or my community page here on YouTube. The candle is going to be made available. This was just for the PR, but a lot of you guys have been asking for this candle and Christian AUDETTE heard you and they are going to make it. We're trying to figure out how many to make at this point. I don't know the price and I don't know when it will be available, but if you're interested in this, please make sure you mention it on either my community page or my Instagram so that we know how many to make. I am horrible at describing scents. To me, this smells like a warm, woodsy vanilla. That's how I describe it, but I'm going to insert a little picture right here of the actual description that Christian AUDETTE's team has made. That way, those of you that know notes and things like that, I'm horrible about it. I just know if I like something or not. You can actually see what it is. But again, if you are interested in this, please make sure you let us know because I don't want to have too many and I don't want to have not enough for everybody. So we're trying to kind of visualize and see how many we need to make. This is my last favorite. I have talked about these before, but I want to mention them again because Lisa J, my friend here on YouTube, and her company BK Beauty, these are the brushes that they already have out. As you can see, they're dirty. That's because I use them all the time. But she has 2 new brushes coming out. I just placed a pre-order for those. One is a larger powder or foundation brush or even bronzer, which is probably how I'm going to use it. And then the other one is a smaller foundation brush. I'm going to leave her video down below with all the information, but she has a promo with Kendra Scott right now. That is amazing. And I don't know what the exact details are. Again, I'm leaving the information down below so you guys can check it out. But she has done an amazing job with this line. If you're interested in them, I would definitely suggest checking them out. These are synthetic brushes. I'm very picky about synthetic brushes. And as you can see, I have been using these. And that's because she did a phenomenal job with them. And I'm excited to receive my 2 new ones. I can't wait to see how those are. Before we move on to the fails, I have a giveaway for you guys. If you have seen my last couple of favorites and fails videos, I've been doing giveaways. I've done one with TATCHA recently. I just want to give back to you guys. There's several times where I purchase things and then I'll also get it in PR, so I'll have 2 of things. And then sometimes I just want you guys to have something that I love. This time, I am going to be giving away the Viseart Grand Pro Volume 3. Now, how this happened, I got this in PR. Well, on the same day of launch of this palette, I purchased something else from Muse Beauty Pro from Viseart. And I think because it was launch day, they just automatically sent this instead of what I had ordered. Complete accident. They took care of it ASAP. But they let me keep the palette that they accidentally sent to me. So this isn't the palette. I'm not going to be touching the one that I'm giving away. But this is what the Grand Pro 3 looks like. I personally love this palette. So any of you who are looking for an amazing quality, easy to blend, all matte, super pigmented, just fun palette, you guys can enter to win. All you have to do is tell me that you want it. The giveaway will last for a week, so you'll have a week to enter. It is the 1st, so it will stop on the 8th. On the 8th at 12 p.m. Central Time. Central, remember that, 12 p.m. Central Time, I will be picking a winner. All you need to do is tell me that you want to be entered into the giveaway down below, and then give me a way to reach out to you. Remember that it's 24 hours, you guys. I've had to pick other winners before, and I hate doing that. It just makes me so sad when I have to do that. So make sure that you are checking whatever means you give me, whether it is a way on Instagram that I can message you, if it's your email, whatever you are comfortable with, just make sure that you check at 12 p.m. on Central Time on the 8th, and I will send out this palette to you. All right, let's go ahead and talk about my fails. The first fails, because there's 2 of them, are from Marc Jacobs, and I had really high hopes for these. I was really excited about them. You can get these to work, but they can be a pain in the butt as well. And these are the highliners, the liquid form, and these are metallic. I have 2 different ones. This one is in the shade Blitz Coin. This is it right here, has a felt tip, and it's a beautiful bronzy copper. I love the shades of these. And if you put them just on your skin, like literally just on your skin, then they do not move. Amazing. However, most of us prime our lids. We have some kind of shadow on there, whether it's 1 shadow or, 10. The problem is that on just dry skin, it stays in place. But if you have shadow on, it can sometimes flake up. I used this in my last Get Ready With Me. If you want to see what happened, you can see it there. It came up right as I was applying my inner rim liner. It came up on the inner corner, and then as I was trying to fix it, it completely just came off. The odd thing, when I fixed it, obviously it took my eyeshadow, everything off. So I put the liner back on, got this all over my lashes. It was a pain in the butt. And then that night when I went to go wash off my face, everything came off except for that one spot. That one spot where I had put it directly onto my skin. And I have tested this out and tried to kind of manipulate it. And that's pretty much the only way that it really stays put. This will give you a slight sensation of the tightening effect whenever it dries down. That does kind of go away. There's a slight hint of it left at the end. That does not bother me. The only thing that bothers me about these are, oh, and I forgot to tell you, this other one is Glamourune, this shade right down here. The only thing that bothers me is that you can't count on it. It's going to either stay in place some days or it's going to lift up on the inner corner. And once it lifts up on that inner corner, if you're anything like me, it's going to drive you crazy because you're going to be like doing this. It's risky business using these because you don't know if it's going to lift up or if it's going to stay down. So that is why they are in my fails. Again, I highly suggest you check out that video because it really shows you what I'm talking about. It's not fun. It is not fun. And they are beautiful, metallic, beautiful. You can see like me sitting here, they don't come off the skin very easily, but on top of shadow, it's got to be something to do with, you know, it not adhering directly to the skin that makes the longevity of it not so great. All right, the next thing is something completely random. I've been trying out different types of cotton to use with my toners, essence, anything like that, or micellar waters, things like that. These I don't like. One I will tell you that I do like is from, I got them at Walmart. They are the Q-tip version of this. They're little cotton rounds. I've used this Whispers brand before, but I feel cotton on my face. You know, when you go, you tone or essence, whatever, and then you go to put on your moisturizer and you can feel like the cotton coming off in little kind of sheets almost. Drives me bonkers. Well, they stopped carrying the Q-tip version of these, which doesn't do that. So if you find the Q-tip version of the little rounds, I like those. Do they hold a candle to my Shiseido cotton squares? No, but I'm trying to find other options, and I do like those. These, however, these in particular are the premium exfoliating cotton rounds. I wanted to try these not because of the exfoliating part of it, but because it was a different line of these Whispers. I didn't want to try something I had already tried and had bad luck with, and they didn't have the Q-tip. These, the exfoliating side is rough. I don't like it. It doesn't even feel like cotton. It feels straight up exfoliating. You don't need to use any other exfoliator because this is going to do the job. Secondly, when you pull these apart, do you see all this cotton? Can you see all that? They make a mess, a huge mess. And so I end up kind of having the same thing. So you pull them apart. I don't like these. I don't like them at all. I'm going to go through them because I'm not going to just throw them out or anything like that. I don't want to be wasteful. I feel like cotton's everywhere now. But just forewarning to you guys, those not good. Don't like them. Anywho, that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give me a thumbs up if you did. Subscribe if you're not already, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye, guys.